Woo woo! Ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch-ch. Happy Easter, everyone. This is Vicky. I just wanted to share some of my cards that I made for Easter with you. You know, this time last year, I did layouts, but I didn't do too many cards. And now that I'm a YouTuber, oh my God, I'm so hooked on the cards. Anyway, let's get started here. This card I cut and scored using my Martha Stewart scoring board. It's a business size card and it will fit into a business size 10 business envelope. I used yellow cardstock, and the cut of this train is from the Everyday Paper Dolls Cricut cartridge. Now, this, as you can see, I did a couple of multi-cuts. I used some pattern paper and pieced it on there, and then went with my white gel pen and did some outlines. You know, don't you just love white ticking? You know, whenever your card looks empty, if you put a little white gel pen on there, it just makes all the difference in the world. But anyway, that's cut at 2.5 inches. The second part of the train is cut from the same cartridge. Now, there was a top on this. It was like a little passenger car, but I cut that off because you couldn't see the bunny with the car top on there. I don't know what Provo Craft was thinking of. Where would the bunny sit? So I just cut that off and I altered it. Used the little stickles here on the wheels. And again, this is some scrap paper I had. It's the cutest paper, but I don't remember. I know I got it at Hobby Lobby, but I don't remember who it was. The little eggs are cut at 1/2 inch, and I used Country Life for the eggs. Mr. Bunny is from Everyday Paper Dolls. He's cut at 2 inches. I used some pink stickles for the pink of his ears, marker on his face, and those little tick lines are already in there for you after the Cricut does its job. I actually just took, this was kind of an off-white, cream-colored cardstock. I took my brown ink pad, dabbed a little bit on a makeup sponge, and wrote it in there. Now what you'll want to do is dab your makeup sponge onto your ink pad. Have your bunny sitting on, you know, a silicone sheet or the new Ranger Tim Holtz no stick pad, and start rubbing off the side like this, and then bring it in, off of your bunny or anything you're inking the edges of. It just really, I used to do ink pad to the edges, direct to the edge, and it's a hard, I like it, but it's a very harsh, it just looks harsh, a technique. This is much softer. So I used a little brown and a little pink to color my bunny. The train tracks are from the same cartridge. I cut them at 2.5 inches, and there's 2 of them. As you see, once again, I did the white ticking. My little Easter basket has eggs from 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches, and I just kind of layered it behind the basket. I took my brown ink, did the same thing with that, put my little bow on here, and my little monkey. At first, when I first cut the monkey, which again is from Everyday Paper Dolls, he was so boring, I was disappointed, but I had just cut him out with a sheet of brown cardstock. So I went back and used my ivory or beige cardstock, off-white, cut it out again, And with my straight edge knife, I cut out his belly. Easy to do because the Cricut has the little lines in there for you to follow. As you can see, I highlighted his ears, drew in his little smile and his nose, put a little highlight on the feet and tail, his little fingers, and gave him googly eyes. And he's one of the most handsome monkeys I think I've ever met. And he's just along for the ride. This card is for my 4-year-old grandson. His name is Nene McBoogerface. And that's what we call him. Actually, his name is Nate, but he'll also answer to Nene McBoogerface, Cookie, my precious doll baby, Momo's love of her life, and so many other things. Now, I've stamped the back of the card with a stamp that I bought from a young lady that you can find on stampingdaisies.com. I think her name is Monica, but she's just the cutest little thing you ever want to meet. Her little logo says, "I'm young but crafty," and she is. And she actually designed her own little set of rubber stamps. And it just has some general sentiments. Good morning, sunshine, I love you, happy birthday, made with, love, by. And when I got my set, they were $10 with free shipping. So run by there and check her out. I know she wasn't going to do any more stamps right now because she is in college and she works too, bless her heart. But she's a very talented little girl and just pleasant. And she's not a little girl. I say that. If you're 40 and under, you're a young woman to me. So anyway, there you go. On all of my little grandson's cards, I'm going to always stamp it with something like this. Put a heart. This heart is from a different set of stamps. And I'm going to date it. And inside is nothing special. The card reads, "Chew, chew, chew your carrots." He loves trains and, everything we do is chew, chew, chew around here. And I wanted to leave him a little note inside. He can't really read it now, but hopefully he'll keep his cards. And I always say to him, "Nate, you know how much Mama loves you?" And he always acts like he doesn't know. And he'll say, "How much do you love me, Momo?" And I say, "I love you as high as the sky and as deep as any sea." And I mean that. Listen, I never thought I'd be that grandma, and I'm worse than that grandma. I love that kid to death. Anyway, now, his mom and my son split up, and she's remarried, and she has a little girl. And I'm going to send this over to their house. My son actually is living with us. We bought this house in hopes that they were going to get married and they would live here, and we was going to stay with them for the first few years. Gosh, that's probably why they split up, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, can you imagine living with me? I don't see what the problem would be, but anyway, we all have a good relationship, and my son is still here. The market fell out in real estate, and we're all comfortable. So we have Nate 4 days a week, and then Mom has Nate 4 days a week. But now Nate has a new little sister. And one of my biggest pet peeves in the world is when somebody gives one kid something and doesn't give another kid something. Now listen, I'm not a violent person, but if you come out of your house and you give one kid a cookie and not the others, I might pull your hair or something. So anyway, whenever I send something, I send two. One for McBoogerface's sister and one for McBoogerface himself. And this is his sister's card. I almost didn't share this card because this is not my design. I found this on YouTube, and there's a woman who did a awesome tutorial on how to put this together, and I thought I put her in my favorites, and now I can't find her. But if I do, I will, and I'm going to find her. It may take me till Christmas, but I'll find her and give her credit and let her know her design I've used. Now, if you know this woman or you've seen this, please let me know so I can post her blog or her YouTube channel, and I'll keep looking. But anyway, this is not a Cricut cut. I did use Cricut to cut the shapes. But this is a step card, as you can probably see. My son would call me Captain Obvious. Oh, hey, when he does that. Anyway, the ears are cut, again, doodle charms, the long ovals, and I think they were cut at 2 inches. I actually just hand cut the little pink part from some glitter paper. The face is a circle. I drew in the eyes, added some eyelashes, and put in googly eyes. You may want to invest in googly eyes because I slap googly eyes on everything. The nose is a heart cut from doodle charms. His little nose pad is a heart turned upside down, and then the point has been cut off. As you can see, I took a black marker and added his little whiskers. Now, I was supposed to do another heart in white cardstock, turn it upside down for his teeth. But my bunny ate too many chocolate rabbits and had to have all his teeth pulled because I couldn't find, and still have not found, my white heart. So I was going to cut another one. This just have to be one toothless bunny. Makes him special, right? His little belly is an egg cut at 3 inches. His arms are cut from the same oval as the ears at like 2.5 inches, and just glued to the back and brought around carefully. His belly is the egg, 3.5 inches. I think I said that, or there's an echo in here. His little front legs are 2 ovals cut at 2.5 inches. His feet is 1 big oval. See, I kind of shaped the bottom of them. 1 big oval cut in half. He was made from white cardstock, and I did my little makeup sponge and pink ink to color him in. It just gives such a soft color to whatever you're inking. The carrot is cut from the Country Life cartridge at 4.5 inches. It says, "Eat your carrots" on the carrot, and you'll see I had to cut the carrot out twice to put the little black behind the dash marks there. The grass is cut from Everyday Paper Dolls at 2.5 inches, I believe. The eggs are random sizes from 1.25 inches to 2 inches. I used my stickles to decorate them. I'm real proud of this front egg, which is why I put him in front. But this one, isn't that cute? That's just stickles. I kind of put my stickles on there and then pulled up. And as you can see back here, a little purple one. Anyway, it fits nicely into the large envelope size. I gotta hurry. I think it's 5 by 7. I actually bought this pack of these at Joann's, and this fits easily into size 10 business envelope. Now I fancy smancy, so I made my own with my Martha Stewart scoreboard. And this actually matches that better, but you know what? McBoogerface ain't gonna care one iota. Guys, I hope you have the most beautiful, wonderful spring, summer weekend. You get out and you enjoy your Easter. Thanks so much for watching my videos, and I'll see you soon.